I know that David's going to talk about his custom Koll guitar. What was that experience like? I mean, I know that David asked for some pretty off the wall things for his guitar.
Oh yeah. For David, I make a guitar called a Tornado.
Okay.
And basically, how that happened was he liked the glide shape. He liked these. He liked this guitar.
Okay.
But he wanted some special things about it. And so we redesigned it for David, and I called it the Tornado. He got a lot more body contouring. In fact, actually, I have one that's in the paint booth right now. Let me grab it. So this is a Tornado.
Okay.
And basically, it's a very, very simple guitar. It's like my Junior, but it has contouring. It's got the belly cut. It's got the arm contour.
Got it.
It's set up for a, Fendery style trem, like a hip shot trem or Wilkinson or some other, springed trem.
Sure.
Rather than Bigsby. It's got a straight string pull headstock for tuning stability because he's one of these players that lives on the trem. So
yeah,
it's got. I've rolled the edges on the fingerboards. I usually do that anyway, but it becomes a really, really sensual and comfortable instrument to hold and play. And that's the basic foundation of the Tornado. David Torn had me put all kinds of, in addition to what I just described, he had me put all kinds of electronics in it.
Yeah.
So what you get is...
There's something special that isn't in most guitars. What is that?
Right. It's called a tornipulator.
Tornipulator.
Yes. Which was just kind of a pun on manipulator and Torn, David Torn.
Tornipulator.
Yeah,
I like
we're
that.
just full of hoots with Dave and I. Anyway, he has a microphone.
Okay.
So that when you press a button, it turns on the microphone, and he plays with such gain when he does that, it just squeals with feedback. So he also has another switch, which when you press it, it gives you 60 cycle hum, which sounds like you got a broken guitar cable. He's got another switch, so it just goes
right.
He's got another switch that when he turns it on, it brings in any outboard gear like a tape machine or a DAT machine or whatever, brings it back in and sends it into the guitar amp.
Oh wow!
So these three switches, he can shout into the microphone. He can make the guitar sound like it's broken. He can. I mean, there's very few people that can pull off good sounding art with that,
Oh yeah. I mean, I've heard David play, and
Yeah.
I got to sit down with him and play at the Amp Show in LA a few months ago, and just amazing player.
Yeah, he brings all kinds of he brings traditional, just killer chops to everything and feel and tone and. But then he brings in all this other kind of extracurricular, weirdness. Which,
like micro cassettes. So I might...
which adds to the whole, making him a totally unique artist.
Saul was just, as many people will attest, he was just completely on the ball. Right. He had no... I wish I had the other one here he made a beautiful one with an ice cream cone surrounding the devices to make it look like 50s Italian, really like a 50s like Italian design kind of plastic nightmare.
Wow.
Really beautiful.
It's Lance saying goodbye for now with David Torn from Casa de Torn in Pasadena, California.
We'll be back.
Yes, we're here with the Saul Koll guitar, the Tornado. There it is. And David and myself for PBG. Bye-bye.